All right. So my name is Chapo. I'm one of the cameo DMs here at the UAG. This is the Ant King, the Chaos Shard retrieval game. We are looking for the Adamantine Shard, which is located in the Steel Kingdom in one of the forests in the areas around there, which is west of Illumina. Um, and with that, we'll have everybody introduce themselves from my left to right. First, we'll have Matt G.
Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew Gillum. I'll be playing Eridan, the fighter rogue, who has made a pact with the Jinn, or the Afridi, anyway.
All right. Then we have other Matt. Matt number one.
Yeah. I'm playing Sorden. The skilled guy with the shield that stands in front of the party.
All right. Then we have Alex.
I'll be playing Joseph Smith. Once a squire to a knight, now an adventurer for hire. He's still kind of on the learning curve. This is his second mission. He's kind of eager to show off what he's learned since the last mission, and hopefully proves to be of some use.
All right. Then we have Brendan.
Being Magia, the variant human ranger. She's been hiding out in the woods, sneakily murdering goblin villages. She found herself a wolf pup that she's kind of adopted and been taking care of for the last month or so.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. Make it short. You four are called to the guild hall. Pingus walks in. He's like, "Well, we've been scrying and we found another shard. This one is over in the Steel Kingdom, so you'll have to travel there. And apparently it's in a nest of giant ants. So, yeah." He says, make sure you pick up some health potions. You might need them. Be careful. Here's a small sketch map of the area. I should pinpoint the somewhat general area. You should start finding tracks of ants and everywhere. Apparently the colony has grown some.
I'm sure it won't be much of a problem.
And no, shouldn't be at all. Actually, you could probably take the airship out there. I think it's back in dock now. No.
Can we?
I believe you can. So, go talk to the city about requisitioning it, I guess. And with that, he leaves. He goes back up to his office.
Okay. So where's this airship? Should I wait there until you guys get all that sorted out?
So the bartender's like, "Hey," he gives you directions to the building. He says, "Just head down there. You should be able to see it from a little distance off. They got a docking area for it up on, I think, a 2 or 3 story building over there somewhere."
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Where do I go to talk to the people that we get shipped off that own the ship?
They're in the same building.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah,
I'll give
should
them a
be one of
gold.
the city guard or something like that, I guess. I don't know. Some city official, something like
I'll give him a gold coin.
that. Okay.
Aridin would like to find some healing potions.
All right. You can go to the requisition storehouse, and they'll hand you 3.
I was looking for a grater or a couple of graters.
Okay. Well, then you'll have to go out to the market. I think all
I'll
they
take
have.
those 3. I'll take those.
Okay. Yeah, so they hand you 3. Anybody else?
No, I've got 7 regular, son.
Is it possible to find greater?
Maggio will take 3.
The storehouse. No, I don't believe they have any right now. All the other members had snatched some of those up as of late, but they've got plenty of regular healing potions.
What are the chances I can find them in the marketplace?
You probably got a pretty good chance. You got a 50-50.
Actually, the potion of healing.
Yeah, you can find some out there.
I'd like to get 4 if I can find them.
Let's see. See how many they have. They actually have
I
8.
also want to try and find.
The one vendor that you go to that has 8 on them. He's just like, yeah, we just got these in from Mawson. Seems like that herbal lady up there, she's been working kind of hard. I guess. I don't know. She seems kind of snobby.
All right, and how much do I owe you, sir, for 4?
Let's see. Regular healing potions are what, 50 gold?
Yeah, I think greater 100.
Book price. Yeah, book price is 100.
Yeah, so they're 100 gold pieces.
All right. I'll pass over 40 platinum.
Okay. She's like, all right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm also going to pass over 40 platinum.
All right. She says, all right. I am completely out of these type. She says, but I have plenty of regular ones for sale. She says, let me check. She's like, no. She says, I have one of... let me find, where's my booklet? She's got a... Whichever one is the next one up from that one.
Superior?
Yeah. I think...
It's superior than supreme.
Okay, yeah, she's got a superior one. She's got, let's see, she's got 4 of those, and she doesn't have any other kind besides that. She says the superior ones though are a little pricey. Superiors are very rare, right?
No, they're rare.
Okay. So, let's see.
Legend Master Guide has a chart.
Yeah. So is it? It says between 501 and 5,000 gold pieces. So is it a D20 or a D10 times 500? So what it is?
Well, Xanathars has more. Well, they actually have a. For you're going Xanathars for a rare. That's 2d10 times 1,000.
Oh, I got that book too. Let's see. Anyways, where are you at? Fuck.
Yeah, rare.
Yeah, 2d10 times
yeah, if you're
500.
rolling price for rare. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 2d10 times 100.
potion.
It comes out to 14. So 1,400 gold pieces each.
Yep, that's too rich for my blood. But thank you.
Yeah, that's why they don't sell. Anyways, yeah, that's
And
what I
that's
got.
88 plus 84 plus.
I don't know if he's going to come in or not. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. All right. So you get your healing potions that you're going to buy. Anything else you want to look for before we leave Lumina?
Well, I always am in the market for a quiver of Ilona, but never can seem to find one.
I will buy a lamp.
Buy a what?
A lamp
A lamp. Sure.
with oil.
You find a lamp with oil. No problem whatsoever.
3 oils.
And 3 oils.
Hell yeah. Now I can not be blind in the dark.
Yep. Let's see. Oil flask is 1 silver piece. And the lamp is 5 silver pieces. So 8 silver pieces if you want 3 flasks of oil for it.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I think I might have been wrong. Potion. 3 gold materials, so it would be 200 gold a potion.
For what? The superior? Or the
For the
regular?
greater.
The graders?
Oh, I'm gonna buy a mining pick.
Well, it's too late now.
Because healing
Don't say
potion.
that.
No, mining pick, yeah, you can find one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 2 gold pieces for a miner's pick.
Well, thank God somebody else has that open. Yeah.
So what was that? Quiver Alona, right? Okay, let's see.
Yep. I try every game to find ones that have not had luck so far.
Is it a rare? Or
It's
very
uncommon.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you just use a bag of holding?
Because I don't have a bag of holding and I want something to put a bunch of arrows in that's easy to draw out of.
Let's see. Gonna give you.
Because make a holding takes an action.
I give you a 60%
It
chance
takes
there.
an action to draw out a bag of holding, technically.
Still.
Okay, so you find one.
Holy shit. Okay. And what is that going to cost me?
I think it's like
So
500
it would
gold
be
pieces.
100.
Huh? 100?
1d6 times 100.
Okay, let's see. 400 gold pieces.
Fantastic. You got it. I'll hand over 40 platinum.
Just says you are now the owner of a Quiver Alona. You could put plenty of shit in there.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you
can
can put lots of
hold
arrows.
80 arrows, 10 bows.
Yes. Okay. So, anybody else?
Nope, I bought all my mundane items that I want.
Okay.
I'd like to get another quiver of arrows and a bag of caltrops and a bag of ball bearings.
Balls. All right. So the arrows you get from the guild.
Oh, that's right.
The caltrops. Let's see. You can get those from the guild also. And the bearings. I'm sure you can probably get those from the fucking guild too. I mean, we have thieves and shit, so it's not like anybody ever goes in there and asks for that shit, anyways. Yes. Hey, that is a good idea. That'd be like a fucking claymore, dude. Wow. That's pretty cool.
I've considered it, but I haven't yet. I just thought it was a little too cheesy. Plus, I like the whole forking thing.
Oh,
I think it's funnier.
yeah. Actually, I just gave myself an idea for Kukio.
Boots to asses. Boots to asses.
Yes. All right. So, with you all done doing that, you mosey on out to the airship dock. So, you walk down the road, and you can see the building. You see the ship docked up on the top floor. And you can see that they have done some more improvements to the building, adding a crane to the top of the building so they can load and unload heavier materials in there. You see there's some more, they put some more armor plating on the hull of the ship and whatnot. So, slowly but surely, the ship is taking a little bit more of a form of a martial vessel. So you get to the front of the building. There's a pair of guards there. They're like, "Yes, can I help you, Boar?"
Yes, we're here to requisition the airship for a trip to the Steel Kingdom.
He's like,
We're with the UAG, and I show him my badge.
"Oh, that is an interesting badge. Wow, it's very nice."
Hey, don't stare.
He's like, "Sorry, yes, sorry
Yeah,
about that."
one of these
He
days,
tries not to, but his
you're
eyes just.
gonna mispronounce that, and it's gonna be hilarious.
I got half of what you said, Matt.
I said one day you're gonna mispronounce it, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So he's like, hold on one second. He steps inside, and of course, the lieutenant comes out. He says, yes, can I help you?
Yeah, we're with the UAG, and I just kind of nod my head down at the badge.
He says, ah, you must be Aridin.
I see word gets around.
Well, your lovely badge is quite a talk among the guards.
Well, I do keep it polished.
Yes, it is fairly nice and smooth. I mean, yeah. He says, all right, well, he's like, come with me. So he takes you all four upstairs to talk to the commandant of the Air Corps. Since they have an Air Corps now. He knocks on the door and here's somebody say, come. He says, Captain, these four are from the UAG. They're here to requisition the airship for a trip to the Steel Kingdom. And he's like, okay. Tell me why.
Well, we're chasing after another chaos shard.
Ah, that's a good reason. He says, all right. He says, well, we're doing some final touches. It's going to be about another 2 hours, from what I understand. He says, points to the lieutenant. He says, can you check on that for me, please? He's like, yes, sir. And he disappears. This is about 2 hours, I think. He's going to check on that for you guys. Meanwhile, you can go up there and stare at it or whatever you do. If you stay nearby, I'll have a guard fetch you if you leave the premises. Just leave word with where you guys are going to be. Unless you're going to go up to the ship.
I have no further business. I'll head up to the ship.
Okay. I'm taking everybody else's too.
Unless I want to get armor fitted.
Well, you have time.
I'm not gonna buy it. I'll wait until another game.
Okay. Okay. So,
Why don't you all head up?
all right. So you all head up to the top. Of course, it's a lot more busy now. And there's some crafters and some smiths fitting armor plates to the rails and stuff now too. And Thorak, actually, it's not Thorak. Does either of you have smithing or anything like that?
Nope.
I do.
Nope.
I get smithing tools when I.
So you did or you didn't?
Yeah, I'm proficient in smithing tools.
Okay, so roll me a competency.
You get one.
All right.
Sure. I got a 14.
All right. So you're watching these two workers do the work to the ship there, and when they're attaching it to the ship, you're like, that's just gonna fall off the first time we get hit by something. But you're just like, you can lend them a hand and give them some of your insights on.
I yell at him. Yeah. I yell at him. Hey, you're doing it wrong.
You're like, yeah. Well, come and help us, damn it! If you know what you're doing. So
I don't touch the armor.
yeah. So you go over there, and you start helping them work on it. Go ahead and make me another roll at an advantage.
Okay. I'm. That was 2 bad rolls. That I'm going to use inspiration to do that again.
Holy crap!
Instead of rolling 2 natural 2s, I got a 21.
All right. So, instead of it taking 2 hours, it takes half an hour. So you tell this dude, like, look, go heat those rivets back up. You tell the other dude, hey, you go get me a piece of metal about this long with some holes in it and shit like that, or you give them the specs. And they run off and do that real quick. And you're looking at this thing like, all right, move this way, that way. 30 minutes go by and they get back. Well, 10 minutes go by and they come back. You attach everything, you get it fixed, and they're like, oh, great, thank you so much. Appreciate that. We're just having a hell of a time trying to attach this to this thing. But the one dude, there's a gnome and a human. The human hands you 5 gold pieces, like, hey, really help me out. Now I might get a bonus for finishing that earlier. So, hands you 5 gold pieces. There you go. So the captain's seeing this. He gets really happy. He comes over. He's like, the UAG guys. Awesome. Always happy and a pleasure to see you come aboard. He says, what have you got for me this time?
Yeah, we're taking a trip to the Steel Kingdom to find another Chaos Shard.
One of those things, huh? It's always a pleasure. He says, all right, well, what do you got for coordinates?
I would assume that Pinkus gave us directions.
Yeah, he gave you this little crappy piece of sketched map. It just looks like a damn napkin with something sketched on it or whatever.
Well, sadly, I've got this piece of toilet paper here that's got a sketch on it. Can you work something from that?
He says, "Yeah, I think so." He says, "Here, let's look. Let's take a look at it real quick."
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right. So
Pincus is no artist.
yeah. From what I remember, it was in here somewhere,
Well,
right?
just because they're
It was east of Loxley, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
I'm thinking so. So that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be right over here. So you give him kind of coordinates, and he's like, "Okay." So 20 minutes later, you guys take off, flying through the air. It takes you, I don't know, better part of a day to get there. So by the time you get close to the area, um, it's about nighttime. He says, "I don't know when you guys want to approach this site. Do you want to approach it now, or do you want to wait until it's daylight? What do you want to do?"
Daylight. Considering we're fighting, it's on the matter of a day or night.
Okay. So he says, "All right, well, we'll just kind of do a circle pattern around the area." And
It's it's in the mountains,
is in the mountains
in the hills.
or over here or over here.
I'm just trying to see that where the rivers meet.
Here,
It's basically right where the K is.
right here.
Yeah.
All right, works. All right. So instead of in the forest, he flies this way, and you can see this huge fucking anthill right on top of this one hill right here. You can see a couple ants moving around. Um, they look like deer from up here. Uh, and they do notice. Wow. So you could see that they're looking up, and more of them start piling out of this thing, of the hill. Now there's about 20 of them just kind of like staring up. And you're watching, and 4 ants come out of this thing, and they take off and they start flying towards the ship. All right. So you are about 500 feet in the air.
Oh, in that case, I shoot one of them.
All right.
I was gonna say I pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Wait till they get within 1/6.
Oh shit! Pull out my light crossbow.
All right. So the captain's like, quarters,
Yeah,
quarters.
I like crossbow.
So he's yelling for everybody to start getting fucking ready for battle and shit. And these things. All right. So you're going to get 4 rounds of shooting at them since they're flying at a pretty good speed.
Does this ship have any weaponry or?
Yeah, it does. It has bombardment, and then it has a ballista on deck. Other than that, it does have a couple of heavy crossbows that are attached to the rails. And you see some other sailors go over to like this cabinet, which has a bunch of fucking light crossbows hanging on pegs, and they start pulling them out and grab a case of bolts.
Okay, then I'll use the. Fuck it. Where's what's his name?
Are they point at the ants?
Sorden, you want to use a ballista?
Do I want to? Maybe. Can I? We'll see.
Well, I know how to use one. I'm trained to use siege engines as a soldier.
There you go. So, one of you can man and one of you can load it. I'll let you figure out who.
I'll load it.
Okay. So
No,
controls
I'll
are
aim
pretty.
it.
Yeah, controls are pretty easy. The little hand cranks that move it up and down, left and right. Um, and they've got bigger wheels to move it faster, and then smaller wheels for like precision aiming. Um, that's basically all I'll do. Is what I'll have you do is roll a. I'll just have you roll like an attack roll, basically. Um, you both have soldier backgrounds.
I do.
Okay.
Yep. I'm soldier.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna have you guys roll anything else. Just roll your regular attack rolls. All right, so whoever is going to fire at them on their way up, you have 4 rounds of volleys that you can shoot.
I'm loading his ballista, so I can't really shoot.
I know, but whoever's gonna.
Aridin will take a shot.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. That is one off from being a crit, so 22 to hit.
All right, so you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that sucks. I rolled a 1 on a d8.
Oh,
Let's see. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 10 is 15 points of damage.
Okay. So 15 points, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, so you tag one of them. It kind of rocks in the air a little bit, but it still flies forward.
All right, Maja will go ahead and go ahead and shoot. She got a 15 hit.
15 will not hit.
Okay.
It'll miss. All right. So a couple of sailors take shots at him. One misses, and the other one misses. All right. Next round.
Am I rolling strength or?
You got to. The way the ballista works is they've got to be either level with the deck or higher. So once they get up where they're above you guys, then you can shoot at them.
Well, I'll just spend this round loading the crossbow, the ballista,
Okay.
and then he can take a shot.
All right.
How far away are they?
They're about 3 rounds away. They're flying up.
Yeah, but the distance, like the feet number.
Probably about 400 feet away.
Okay, that's definitely a disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah,
Next shots.
that was a crit fail on my like crossbow.
Uh-oh.
Am I getting ready to get shot in the ass?
No, I'm just gonna say that.
Considering it would have to make a right-hand turn to hit you, and it's most destroyed or needs repair.
No, I'm gonna say that the bolt when it fires, it catches the aiming apparatus on the front and just kind of gets lodged right on the crossbow. So you have to use the rest of your turn to like unlodge it. So I'm not gonna have you drop your crossbow. It kind of sucks. All right, so the other two, you can make your rolls.
All right, that's a 20 to hit for 21 damage since it's a sharpshooter.
All right, you shooting the same ones you were shooting last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go look over to Sorden. I'm gonna say, forget that thing. Let's use the ballista. I'll aim it. You shoot it when they come up.
All right. The other two sailors
my
did
turn
miss.
to move it.
So
I
Brendan, you
rolled
want to roll?
18
All right,
to hit with disadvantage,
All right, you hit.
and that was 8 damage.
All right. You aiming for the same one that Aridin is?
Yeah, same one.
All right. So this one, you tag it in its head, and it flutters for a little bit, just a little bit more, and then it just stops and it starts falling down to the ground.
Nice.
All right. 2 more rounds to go. Next round.
Aridin rolled an 11, so that's a miss.
Okay. Brandon?
What's the distance now?
They're probably about just about 200 feet away.
Okay. Damn it. 9 to hit's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. All right. So those two, they shoot. One of them actually hits. And he's shooting with a crossbow. Let's see. Forgot what a light crossbow does.
The
Does a
D8.
All right. So he does 3 points damage to it. All right. Next round. Last round of free shots. Go ahead and make your rolls.
What are those bombardment devices you were talking about?
Well, they have 2 mortars right on either side of. They come out basically at the bottom of the ship, and they lob bomblets or like a bomb mortars basically down at the ground. For them to hit the ants that are flying up, it'd probably be pretty hard. But to hit the ground where the ants on the ground are at, would probably be pretty easy. They have somebody that actually does that, unless you want to take their spot and try it.
No, I'm just going to equip my shields, and I'm going to be standing, shield and sword, and I'm going to be standing near
Okay.
ballista.
All right. So Aridin and Brendan, Maja, go ahead and make your guys' rolls.
Aridin misses. She got a 6. She rolled a 2.
23 to hit.
That'll
7
hit.
damage.
All right. So you tag that one.
And then put her bow away and be ready to draw her rapiers when it gets close enough.
All right. And the 2 sailors, they shoot at it. One misses, and the other one misses. All right. So roll initiative for me. All right. The ants got... Their initiative is 1. That's awesome.
That is not my initiative.
All right. All right. So, Maja. Is it Joseph Smith, right?
Yeah.
So we got Sorden, Maja, Joe, and then we have Aridin. All right. So where'd you get Sorden?
I got an 18.
All right. Maja?
23.
All right. Joe?
I got 10.
All right. And Aridin?
20.
All right. So who's manning the ballista again? Sorden?
I'm still pushing it around and aiming it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't have to push it around. It's on the deck. It turns.
Oh, then I'd be manning the other one.
Okay. Well, there's only one. There's one right in the center of the deck.
Okay.
They're not that cool. Not yet, anyways.
Anyways, I'll stand in the middle of our archers then.
Okay. All right. So these things come over the edge, up in the air still, and it's going to be Maja's turn. So go ahead.
All right.
There's 3 of them.
So, or are they too far away?
Oh no, they're basically maybe about 30, 35 feet away. They haven't come on the deck yet, but they're kind of hovering in like a triangle right outside the deck. They're like looking around to see what's up there. And it looks like they're starting to cant forward, like if they're going to move forward. So
okay. Then she would like. No, that won't work. Yeah, she'll just go ahead and redraw her bow and just shoot at him. Shoot an arrow at him.
I'll just say you didn't put it away.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay. And that's going to be 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 8 damage.
All right. Are you tagging the one that's been getting hit on the way up, or are you picking a fresh one?
No, the one that's been getting hit.
Okay. How much damage?
8.
All right. Then we have Aridin.
Okay, quick, just functionality question here.
Okay.
Have they taken a turn in combat yet, or was that just okay?
That was just them flying up.
All right.
Now they're just looking around, and they're moving their bodies. They're canting their bodies forward, kind of like a helicopter, as if they're going to get ready to move towards you guys.
In case I have advantage.
Okay.
And 21 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. And that's sharpshooter.
Okay.
Always sharpshooter. Never do anything but sharpshooter. All right. That'll be 16 points of damage.
Ouch. All right. Let's see.
Then she gets sneak attack because you have advantage.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I have sneak attack, which should be an additional 2d6.
There's 2 conditions. Have advantage or have an ally within 5 feet of the target.
I'm just so used to it being the 5 feet from the target, I don't really think about the other one. That'll be an additional 9 points of damage.
Didn't assassinate trigger though, since you're attacking before they had a turn in combat?
Yeah.
Wouldn't the damage be considered critical?
No, that's only if they're surprised.
Yeah, they knew you guys were here.
Okay.
And one of them got tagged anyways and fell. Now, if they hadn't noticed you guys, they rolled a nat 20 on their perception roll to see you guys up here. So they knew you were here. Otherwise, you guys would have fucking had like bombardments or some shit. So, all right. So, Sordin, they are within range. Go ahead and make your attack roll. You have, with the ballista, you will have a plus 15 to hit.
Strength or dex, or doesn't matter?
Just use your range.
It's a straight 15.
Yeah. It's just straight 15. It doesn't really matter. It's a siege machine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh. So. I got an 18 with a plus 15.
Okay, you hit. So ballistas. I'm gonna say that they do. mm, let's see. I'm gonna roll for it. All right, so they do 5d6 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's 16. The ballista did as much damage as Aaron did with her arrow.
So 34. Oh,
No, the
like
5d6 was 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was 16 damage. Okay.
So it was 16 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I was waiting. I was like, oh shit. Okay. So which one are you aiming for? You aiming for the one that's already been hit, or picking a
Yeah.
fresh target? All right. So you shoot this nice metallic thud, just and that thing fucking launches that fucking 6 foot ballista bolt, and it just rips that thing right in half as it just rams right through it at fucking like 200 miles an hour or something like that. Um, and it splats and fucking um, and the other two ants are kind of like wave off a little bit, but they're still moving forward. But with that, it'll be Joe's turn or Joseph's. What do you want to do?
Are my two companions still kind of standing near the edge of the ship?
I believe so. They didn't say anything about moving. They've just been shooting arrows.
I was just still standing at the edge. Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna tell them like, don't stand near the edge. The ants might pull you off. And I'm gonna actively push Magia back from the side, so that if the ants do show up,
She's not right to the edge. Okay, I gotcha.
and then I will stand beside her with my sword and shield out. And my action was to kind of move her back, so
Okay.
that'll be my turn.
So with that, it's the ants' turns. So they move forward, 30 feet or so, and they one of them lands right on one of the rails. He climbs over and attempts to bite one of the crew members that are right there. Let's see. Where's the shit at? Oh, all right. So it misses that dude. Another one of the ant flies down and tries to grab one of the other crew members, and he misses. And the last one does a flyby and tries to grab one of the other crewmen, and it rolls a 1, and it smashes into the
Didn't
fucking.
the third one?
Oh yeah, it did die. My bad. All right. So yeah, so they land the last two ants. They land on the deck, and they try and bite, but they miss. So it's top of the round, and it'll be Maja's turn.
She'll grunt her thanks to Joseph and draw her rapiers and go to work on the nearest ant.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
And it'll be 22 to hit.
That'll hit. That will hit.
and that's going to be a ghetto crit of 12 damage.
Nice. All right.
And then she'll bonus action offhand attack,
Okay.
which is going to be not so good at a 12.
That's going to miss. It snaps at
Put
your
just a little bit too
weapon.
much in that main hand attack.
It snaps at your second weapon, and like its head like kind of deflects that one. It scrapes against it, but it doesn't look like it does any damage. All right, so it'll be Eridan's turn.
All right, Eridan's going to take a shot with a poison arrow sharpshooter. We'll see if this works. 20 hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and the poison arrow is a DC 11 con save.
Okay. All right, it makes it. Yeah, actually, it doesn't take any points of damage. Just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
The arrow does hit, though.
All right. Let's see. All right. It takes 20 points of damage from that, and
All right. Which one are you attacking? The one that Major just attacked, or the other one?
yeah, the one Major just attacked.
Okay.
It'll take 29 points of damage.
All right. All right, that one's looking pretty bad. You stuck it like right where its head attaches to its its middle part, and kind of locks into there, like almost to the fledging. Yeah, you hear it just like making like a chittering noise as you. All right, it'll be Sorden's turn. So if you want to fire this in, you're gonna have to reload it.
Sword and shield.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fire it.
All right.
Going sword and board on the closest one.
All right. That would be the one that hasn't been hit yet.
I am because I do not want to lose this sword. Okay. And 9 damage.
Okay. What'd you roll to hit?
Didn't do any damage. Modified 20 because
Okay.
I rolled another crit fail.
So you got 9 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Joe, be your turn.
All right. So some of these ants were attacking the sailors, right?
Yeah.
Is there one ant that's still kind of focusing on a sailor?
The one that Sorden just attacked was more into trying to grab the sailor that was nearby. It missed him just barely. But it turned its head at Sorden as he smacked him. But he's still he's candid towards the sailor still.
All right. And there's no other ants?
There's another ant that Major is fighting.
Okay.
There's just the two.
All right. I'm going to go help Magia.
Okay.
I'm going to run over, stand beside her, and I'm going to attack it.
All right.
I'm probably going to miss. So that's a 13.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Damn. And that'll be my turn.
All right. You all done?
Yep.
All right. So you swing at it. It just kind of scrapes against its carapace, and it turns towards you, and it tries to bite you. And that's going to be a 21 to bite.
That'll hit.
All right. So when it bites you, it actually grabs a hold onto you, and it does 7 points of damage to you.
Okay. I take 4 from my heavy armor master.
Okay. And it's got a hold of you now. All right. And the other one,
Grappled or restrained?
it's a grab. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's a grapple. Because he's got an improved grab, so he grabbed you.
Okay.
His mandibles. Alright. So the other one is gonna go after the sailor, because the sailor is a weaker target. And a 14 will hit. He bites the sailor for 4 points of damage, and he grabs onto the sailor also. And the sailor starts screaming, he's like, "Oh fuck, get this thing off me!" And he's like smacking it in his head with fucking his crossbow.
And I got 23 to hit.
Sentinel.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you hit.
And I'm making a disarming. It has
I don't think disarming
It
works.
took
on
16
spell
points
attacks.
Yeah, you did damage, but the disarming, I don't think it's gonna work on that. Nice. So 16. Yeah, you fucking cleave a good, nice fucking slice into its carapace, and it cracks and open. Some like gore's coming out of it, and it seems to like bite the dude a little bit harder now. Oh, lost a rack. All right. So it's gonna be his turn next. So we'll go to Aridin, and we'll do his turn when he gets back in here.
All right, Aridin's sharpshooter taking a shot.
Okay.
A 12 does not hit, so
All right. So then we'll go back to Sordin.
All right. I'm gonna make a shove attempt against this thing because
Oh,
I don't want
Sordin's turn.
Sordin. God damn it! Sordin.
Sorry.
Get off me! Scared.
unless the person doesn't count as an object, an item.
It's not really an item.
I'm just
I
for
get
my
what you're
own
saying.
benefit. I'm,
Okay. I go just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm still gonna try and smack it.
Okay.
And I got a 17 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it has to make a save because I'm
What kind of save?
strength save.
Okay. Let's see. All right. It fails.
And it took 11 points of damage. Not prone.
All right. Okay. All right. So what maneuver did you use on?
Trip attack.
Oh, okay. All right. So it falls on the
I
ground.
knocked it down.
As it falls down, it kind of grabbles on the dude a little bit harder. And the dude is going to try and pull himself out, but it's going to be Joe's turn before that happens. Joe,
Oh, sorry.
you're good.
I'm going to make a shove attempt.
Okay.
Try to get this thing off of me.
Okay.
And it has to be a 17 athletics.
All right. Not gonna happen. So you break free of this thing.
And I'm gonna shove him back 5 feet.
All right. So it gets shoved back 5 feet against the rails. All right. Major, it's gonna be your turn.
And after I shove him,
Sorry
I'm gonna-
about that. The offspring decided to turn off my internet.
Awesome. What were
So
you
is he
saying,
going
Alex?
before? Is he going before me still?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
technically he would have.
So-
So what happened?
I'll wait until he goes. And I'll do
Okay.
this thing.
So what happened was Sordin tripped the other ant as he's fighting, and Alex had already performed a maneuver to get out of the grab hold that the ant had him in. So this is right
Okay.
before he does it. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right, sounds good. So she'll attack main hand offhand,
Okay.
and main hand is a crit fail.
Oh no!
Okay.
Do you want me to
Okay.
roll anything else on that?
That's why I
Um,
used inspiration. I didn't want to pitch my plus side of the boat.
All right. So
She doesn't have any inspiration, so we're gonna just go with this.
roll me a d12.
D12. That's a 7.
Okay. So when you lift up your sword to attack, it goes in the 7 o'clock direction out of your hand. Okay. I'm gonna roll
Okay.
percentile dice. If it gets below a 35, then it is over the edge. So and I roll a 74. So it doesn't. It just kind of clangs and hits against the rail, and luckily since they put those armor plates, it just kind of hits the side and it's on the deck, but it's behind you about 20 feet.
Okay.
All right. So you still get your
So,
offhand attack.
I'll do my offhand attack, which is 19,
That'll hit.
25, and that's going to be 6 damage.
Okay. All right. So you attack this thing for 6 damage.
And since
And
it's
right as
got
you-
him,
Yeah.
since it's got Joseph grappled, I'm going to give it a chance to opportunity attack me as I go to pick up my other rapier.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Okay. Does a 19 hit you?
A 19 would.
Okay. So it instead of like it can't bite you, so it would have like swung its head at you, kind of sorta, and you would have took like some bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage as it kind of smacks you, and you kind of skitter forward a little bit faster than you want to. By that time,
So-
though, Joseph shoves it
2
and
damage?
shoves it off of him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Joseph, you're out of this ant's mandibles, and it's pushed 5 feet away from you against the rails.
All right, I'm gonna move between Magia and it,
Okay.
and that'll be all I'm gonna do.
All right. So the sailor that's in the other ant's mandibles is going to try and get out, which he rolled on that 20. So luckily he like gets like this superhuman like seaman fucking strength. He goes like, "Rah!" and he pries it open enough just to fucking slip out of it. And right as he does that, the ant attacks him again. And the ant hits him. So he gets stuck again. Unless you want to pose a disadvantage on him. Well, you have your reaction, so you can't
I do.
attack.
Oh no, I can use my reaction to either hit him or just impose disadvantage.
So what do you want to do?
I'll impose disadvantage.
All right. So he would have missed then. Good job. All right. So the sailor, this sailor gets out of it. And as it snaps back at him, he kind of crawls back on his ass on all fours and gets away and
What?
stands up.
He's officially noticeably taller than me.
All right. So that ant took his turn. The other ant that's over by Joe, he is going to move towards Joe and try and attack you.
I'm in his face.
All right. He rolls a 21 to hit.
Bite me. Do it.
Alright. He bites you for 4 points of damage.
All right, I only take one.
All right.
Awesome.
So roll me an opposing athletics roll.
That's only 12.
All right. So yours was way better than his. So he doesn't get a hold of you, but he does bite you on that one. All right. So top of the round with Maja.
All right,
Guessing
she's
you're
gonna.
Okay.
She's already picked up her other rapier, so she's gonna go. The one her and Joseph have been pounding on, and tag it a few more times.
All
Or
right.
try to.
I'm gonna say, hey, stab it in the wings.
Crit.
Fucking stab it in the wings.
You critted it. Nice. So max damage.
That's gonna be 28 plus 4, or 16 plus 4 is 20 damage.
All right. So you run back over, pissed as hell, and he's like, stab it in the wings. You're just like, all right, fine, and you stab it in the wings, and right where the wings connect to the body, you stab it all the way down to the hilt, and it pops out the other side of the fucking carapace, and it shudders and drops. You pull it back out with this sickly crack, and gore all over your rapier.
So, how far away is the other ant?
He's probably about 10 feet, and I think you're just about out of.
No, because it was 20 feet back. I went to 20 feet, picked up my rapier, came back 10 feet. So it would be 10 feet forward back to where I was, and so I should have about 20 feet left.
Okay. All right.
So
We'll learn him.
as I move past Joseph, I'm going to slap him on the ass with my the flat side of my rapier, wink
Okay.
at him, and then attack the other one.
Okay. Its back is towards you, so you be attacking its thorax, I think, the back end of it.
That would be correct.
I'm sorry, could you say that again, please?
You're hitting its ass. That its ass is towards you.
It was a miss.
Okay.
Total of 8.
Yeah, I would have missed. All right. So then it'll be Eridan's turn.
All right, Eridan's going to take a shot and does a 17 hit.
It does. Right on the money.
All right, in that case, that will take sharpshooter, obviously. 28 points of damage.
Okay. So you go fletching the cheek, drop that fucking flying hammer at him, and it pierces it right in its fucking eye, and it just sticks right in his head, just, and it shudders and drops. It's dead.
Nice.
All right. Does anybody want to look over the rails, or are you guys just gonna?
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
All
Since
right.
I'm closest, really.
So you see 20
Uh-huh.
more of these flying ants flying up at you guys. All right.
Holy shit, we got more
And-
incoming.
The fucking captain's like, oh shit. So he like grabs the wheel and like spins it to the right, and the fucking ship just like basically almost goes on its side. And he's like, volley one now. And fucking you hear this and you hear this boom. And you have to run to the other side of the ship, and you watch as it fucking impacts like just right on the middle of that group, and they all just get blown out of the fucking sky. You see parts of fucking burning ants and wings and shit just flying down, littering the fucking top of the hill. And there are two remaining ants that are left out of the group, whereas they're still kind of on fire. They're kind of like they're like kind of flying around the impact area in the sky, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna move out of the area for just a little bit until it gets daylight." And you guys kind of like move off a couple miles and slow down. You take a left bank, come back around, and you could still see the smoky cloud of where it exploded because the moonlight's pretty good right now, and you can still see it, but you don't see the ants flying around anymore. But you can still see the top of the hill somewhat.
Is there still an ant body on deck?
What was that? Yeah,
Is
their
there
ant bodies. They're still there.
Can I, examine the body?
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. It's not a skill, but I did get 17.
Okay. So you're looking at this ant. Obviously, it's bigger than normal ants. Even for giant ants, this one is probably about 50% larger. You could see that parts of its body has got metallic flakes in it, as if like, and they branch off from the mouth where the mouth is, kind of like veins, and it kind of covers the outside of the carapace. You see where the claws on it have got like you see like metal starting to form around the claw ends.
Huh. Hey, this Sorden. You're a smith, right? You know metal.
I know, bit. Yeah.
You want to check this stuff out? I'm actually gonna like take my pick and kind of scrape some of the metal off.
Yeah, you have to basically chop into it pretty good, but you're able to break the tip of the claw off, and it falls to the deck with a little clang.
I'm gonna pick it up and say, I don't think ants. I'm not an expert, but I don't think ants are supposed to be made of this. I'll hand the chunk off to him.
All right. So you're looking at it. You're pretty damn sure that the metal is adamantine. It doesn't look like it's fully made out of adamantine, but it's looked like it's kind of encroached into the carapace itself, kind of sorta. It's kind of like if you get chocolate syrup and you pour it over an ice cream cone and it just kind of melts down it. It's kind of like how it is. Kind of sort of like as if he dipped his tip of its claw into metal and it just kind of soaked into it, kind of sort of.
So like a coating.
I'm pretty sure, huh?
So like a coating.
Yeah, basically like a coating, kind of sort of. You're pretty sure if you melted it down that you'd probably get maybe like a gold coin's worth of metal out of it, maybe.
So what do you think?
I think if we get them together, we can make a lot of money. How much adamantine costs per pound?
I'm also not an expert on markets. So how much would that be? Then I'll just scratch my
I
head.
think it's about. I think a pound of adamantine. I think it's worth about 1 or 2,000 gold.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just take a deep breath and I'm gonna be like, okay, just don't mind me. I'm gonna grab my pick.
It's a very rare resource. There aren't that. There's like maybe only known mines of adamantine
Well,
in the entire world.
I don't want to impose any ideas or anything, but I'm gonna be busy for the next 2 or 3 hours, or however long it takes.
You're gonna go try and melt this thing down.
Well, I'm gonna try to take all the chunks out.
All right. So you sit there for the next 2 3 hours, which takes about 4 for daylight to come around. Um, and you're able to scrape uh, probably about a pound out of this damn thing.
And I tell him I meant refined adamantine is worth that much.
Hey,
We get at bare minimum half for this stuff.
I thought you said you were a
If not,
smith.
maybe a little less.
Captain walks over
Yes,
and he's
but
like,
you
"Wow."
lose weight when you refine.
No. Well, I'm
Shame
still
we
gonna
don't have a forge cleric here.
Yeah, Jubei opens the door and
A
Jander
wizard
jumps
with
out.
fabric.
Yeah, right.
Well, there are smiths. We can take this stuff to them. We like really good smiths, from what I know. We can take this to them. And I'll kind of notice the captain walk over, and I'll kind of wipe my brow and I say, "Hey there, sir."
Yeah. He's like, I'd appreciate it if you would stop making a mess out of my deck.
Oh,
Aridin winks at him and says, well, you should keep it in your pants.
yeah. Yeah. He walks away. He's like shaking his head.
well, I was about to show him what it was, but what I was doing. I said, well, the reason why I'm doing it is because of this stuff. And I'll show him probably a little chip of what I've got.
He's like, I don't know metals, but that looks something like one of those precious metals. Huh. That might be fruitful.
Something adamantium.
Ah, wow. Yeah, that stuff's pretty expensive.
I mean, these ants are just apparently coating themselves in it. So,
Well, that's good and
Yeah,
bad for you guys.
adamantine is, but it's unbelievably dense.
Huh.
That's what makes it such good armor, is because how
Tough it is. Okay. I see you.
yeah
He says,
yeah
that's a good thing and a bad thing for you guys. He says, when you go down there, be safe.
don't
This
worry.
is,
I've got a secret weapon for all my friends.
Okay. He says, well, he's like, actually, and he looks over to his right, and the sun is starting to come. He's like, well, dawn is here. How do you guys want to do this?
I look to everyone else because I'm the least experienced, and I'm just going to throw out my mundane opinion. I'll just look at them and I say, I figured we would just kind of walk there. You know?
That's what I was figuring.
Captain, have they perfected parachutes yet?
Yeah, that was my question. Get from up here to down there.
Well, I think we landed. Just
So
Can this thing land without a dock?
we could get close to the ground. I don't know if we would want to land it. Well, I could keep it hovering off the ground.
Yeah, we can toss a rope and slide down.
yeah, I like that.
Just fast rope down it. So
But first, I eye up the other ant.
okay.
Dope on a rope.
Yeah. So, while he's making preparations to drop you guys off, you spend another hour, and you're able to get another third of a pound off of it. There's still some left on there, but time's up. So, he takes you guys down. How far do you from the anthill do you guys want to land?
Like 30 minutes away.
Okay. So he moves the ship approximately 30 minutes away, what he thinks is. And ship comes down in this little clearing near a stream. And he says, "Well, couldn't pick a better place." And ship hovers maybe about 5 feet off the ground, and they throw these rope ladders over the side. He says, "There you go." Actually, he throws this net over the side with some. They have like these weights at the end of them, so it's not so hard for you guys to climb down. He says, "We'll be waiting here."
Thanks. And I'll salute.
All right, I'll switch you back. He says, "If you guys are coming back and having to leave fast, maybe have one of your guys' archers shoot an arrow our way, so at least we can get ready to kind of pick you up and move off fast if that's what we need to do."
Well, Captain, that works for me. I can probably reach out to around 600 feet if you would like to circle that high.
Yeah. Says we'll probably leave the ground and hover maybe about 100 feet so we can get a good sight distance.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys get down to the ground without any problems. And you start moving towards the ant hill. So as you start getting closer, maybe you're about 15 minutes out or so, you start seeing some of the trees have little veins of silvery metal in them. And as you look down the ground, you also see that there's a lot more ant hills around here than you would think would be. Not giant ants, but like just regular size ants. And as you start getting closer, you can see that there's way more than you would really imagine. You start counting, and you count within 100-foot box. You count probably about 20 of these ant hills, and they start getting bigger in size as you get towards the hill.
All right. So as we're walking, I'm gonna look to Najia and I say, "So, do you have? Are you particularly strong?"
Not particularly strong. Pretty dexterous, though.
Well, this I'm not sure how useful this might come in handy, but it's something I want back. But just in case you need it, and I'm gonna reach into my backpack, and I'm gonna pull out one of the Night Order swords
Okay.
that we found when we fought the gargoyles.
Yeah.
Or the gargoyle, and I'm gonna kind of just offer it to her. And I said, just in case your weapon doesn't seem to be working. This sword's made of special metal, kind of like the stuff that's the ants have in them.
Thank you. I'll be sure to return it.
Eridan, do you need a weapon for that sort of thing too? I have one more spare before I have to start handing out pieces of rust. Oh,
No, my
AFK.
sword's good.
Well, your sword's one of them, so if I recall correctly.
Yes, they're made out of adamantine.
Yeah, but just dust.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll put the other sword away because Eridan's not here, and
There.
and then I'll keep walking.
Okay. So, make me a perception roll.
Oh, goody! I failed horribly.
Oh, any of the three of you or four of you can make a perception roll.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got 0.
Sweet.
I rolled a 1, and then I got a negative.
Ah. Yeah, you don't see shit.
I got a 25.
Okay. All right. So between you and Sordin and Maja, probably about 100, 150 feet away, you see a large dirt mound coming out of the ground. I mean, you look at it, it resembles an ant hole, but the opening is, well, of course, is huge to accommodate, ants of this size. And standing guard in front of the hole is an ant, probably twice the size as a flying ant, and its head is twice the size of a normal ant. You're guessing that, and all of you've seen ants in the wild where they have the regular worker ants, they have some flying ants, and then they have warrior ants, which their heads are a lot more huge than the other ants. And there's one of these things standing guard in front of the hole. What do you guys want to do?
Well, it doesn't look like we have much choice but to just go right in, eh?
Yeah.
We can tag it from out here between Eridan and I. We can do some damage. I'm pretty sure we both have magic bows. That should blast past anything else.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not so great with ranged weaponry, so I'll watch your backs. There's a lot of holes around here, so I'm sure there will be more ants.
Okay. So, essentially, this thing hasn't noticed you guys yet, because it's just kind of standing there. Every once in a while, the head moves to the left and right. But other than that, it doesn't move from its spot. So you'll have a surprise attack against it, which will give you advantage.
Okay.
I'm back, guys. Sorry
Thank
about
God
that.
for advantage. First thing
Yeah.
I rolled was a 1.
We got
A 1 and a 20. Holy shit. Thank God for advantage.
we got on the sentinel or the sentry.
Yeah, so I'll catch you up, man. All right, so ship dropped you guys off. You guys moved for about 15 minutes, and along the way, you noticed that there was more and more regular size ant hills popping up on the ground. Then you guys notice this huge, like basically ant hole popping out of the ground, and there's this bigger than normal size warrior ant basically standing guard in the entrance. So it doesn't isn't aware of your presence, so you would have advantage and surprise for the first attack, which Major already had rolled a crit to hit. Um, so
Also, do you want an adamantium longsword?
No. I'll take some adamantium arrows if that does anything.
Well, that's why I was offering the longsword, because we don't really have any alternative resources. And I'm not going to melt down this sword for arrows.
It's surprise.
yeah,
No, I'm good.
So,
okay.
Okay.
So you get free attack.
so roll that critical.
Roll that critical. All right. That is a 21
Okay,
to hit.
aren't you an assassin?
Yeah, but I've got to see if I still hit on a crit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that,
So it's a crit. Okay. All right. So what's your max damage?
All right, so I would have
you
used.
had advantage, so you have.
Yeah, I have a crit since it's just. I have advantage and it's a surprise, so it's a critical.
Yeah.
All right, so poison arrow,
So
DC con save 11.
It doesn't matter. It all the damage is maxed out.
All right, is there anybody in melee? Well, it's a sneak attack, so it don't matter. So let's see, 5d6. That'll be
advantage.
so 30 plus 16 is 46, plus 10 is 56, plus 4 is 60.
Okay. And Major did 21.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you both shoot your arrows and stick it right in the side of its head, and it like it visibly like shakes and looks over towards you guys, and then it just drops on the ground. It's dead.
That went exactly how I wanted it to.
You two are amazing.
Getting there.
All right. So you guys move up to the anthole.
I'd like to
Well,
step.
after I get over my amazement of those two perfect shots, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, definitely want to stealth.
I would say Major shot actually. I would say she probably like sneezed, and that's how that shot. It should have been an absolute screw up, but she still. It was just a lucky. Clocked it just right.
So 21 is your crit damage?
Yeah, 21's crit damage.
Okay.
Weapon damage is a D8, and then it's a magic weapon, so +5.
Oh, okay.
All right. Actually, it should have been 22. Sorry, because the magic damage would have doubled also.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So,
no, it's
Magic damage is static.
No, it doesn't matter. It's dead. So, all right.
21 for
21 for stealth.
I critical success on stealth, so 34.
Okay.
Oh, I hope you guys weren't relying on the guy in heavy armor to stealth it. Actually, I stealthed really well. I got an 18 even at disadvantage.
That's pretty good.
very nice.
He came through. All right. So, So you all sneak up to the hole, which I'm guessing that's where you guys are going, and you get close to the bigger ant, and this one, its mandibles are coated in the metal, like the claws of the other one is. Um, and you can see parts of its carapace have got blotches of that adamantine uh, coat in it also. So he is heading down the hole.
I want to pry off the carapace
Yep.
and then throw it onto the ground, and I'm taking the mandibles.
Okay.
I would like to, since I've got the goggles of night, I'd like to sneak into the tunnel a little bit and just kind of get a lay of the land, how things are, if nobody cares.
Well, at 34, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can sneak
I'm
in
going maximum overdreed.
Get some.
All right.
You wanted adamantium arrows.
tell 'em.
Try.
So
No, I
you-
tell them when they have to refine it, the amount of metal you'll have after is about half
Look, man, it's still adamantium. Leave me
because of the
alone.
impurities.
so
I'm just making sure you don't have your hopes up.
dashing the dreams. All right, Matt. So Aridin heads down the ant hole, and how far in do you want to go?
I'm going to go probably 100 feet in and just checking assuming that there's no branches in the tunnel. Checking the ceiling and the floor just to make sure there's no ants, crawling on the ceiling sort of deal.
Okay. So distant wise,
100 feet.
okay. So you get 80 feet in, and you slip past an ant that kind of surprises you for just a split second, but not enough to where you break stealth. It looks like it's just kind of like sitting there, just every once in a while it like bobs its head, and its antennae twitch a little bit. But it's definitely not a warrior ant, and it's definitely not a flying ant. It looks like one of the worker ants, which is about half the size of the warrior ant. Um, and you keep moving in another 20 feet to where you hit about 100 feet. And about 15 feet ahead of you, you can see a chamber open up.
Okay.
Kind of looks like that.
And how far ahead of me did you say it opened up?
It's about 15 feet, so you're about right here right now.
All right. And I see it open up, and I can see 60 feet with dark vision. How far do I see an opposite wall, or do I see anything in the intervening space?
You see an opposite wall over here. I can see just about that much. You could see a worker ant here, here, and here, and you also see a egg sac or an egg, a couple eggs, right there also.
Okay.
And the worker ants are kind of just moving around them, moving the eggs around. No particular order or anything, just kind of like not keeping them in one place for too long.
All right. I'd like to slip up and peek out of the tunnel looking both left and right.
All right, so you get to there, and I'm gonna do that.
There's eggs growing out of the wall.
Yes. And you get about right there, and this
Not on
room,
kegs.
maybe. Hey, good idea. Thanks. Um,
I'm sorry, everyone. Darn.
so you see a bigger passage to the right and a smaller kind of worker-sized passage on the left.
Okay, do I notice any ants carrying eggs out of the bigger or the smaller passage?
So you see over here, there's another 2 ants, and there's a larger patch of the eggs over here, and they do seem to be moving these out in this way. Like one picks up one and starts moving out that way, and then another ant comes in and grabs another egg. This one ant right here, though, seems to just kind of stay stationary. Um, and you see a couple other straggler egg sacs over here. And as you watch, another worker ant comes out from over here, comes right here, grabs an egg sac, and then heads back that way. And then one of these peels off and grabs one of the last 3 here and shoots that way. So now what's left is those 2. So now there's only 3 of these things in here. And you wait another about how long more do you want to watch for? Just a little bit longer, or are you done?
Yeah, I'll just wait another minute.
Okay, so you wait another minute. The same amount of ants come in and out. Seem to grab an egg sac here and there. And so these 2 eventually move off, and then that ant right there comes over here and sits next to this one. And more ants comes this way and grab an egg and take off, stuff like that. And so by the end of the minute or so, there's only about that many eggs left in here. And there's only 2 regular size ants in here.
All right, I'll slip back out and let the party know what's going on.
Okay.
Do you want another stealth roll for the way back out?
No, I think you're good, man. So
Okay.
you slip past that one ant, get back out to the surface, and let them know what's going on.
Hey, Aridin, is that slope, like when you go down, is it a slope or is it just kind of flat ground?
Now it slopes down right here. This is flat, and then this right here, you can't really tell because you couldn't get a better angle. But this one right here seems to go down.
I'm pretty sure this is a highly stupid suggestion, and we shouldn't do it.
Oh, well, Aridin's interested.
We use the carapace as a sled. That's the plan. We sled down into the room instead of walking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to roll a d20. If it is 10 or lower, I think it's a great idea. If not, I will have an objection.
Okay.
It's a 13. I have a slight objection. I don't think making a whole bunch of racket's a good idea. Plus, there was the one ant in the hallway on the way in.
Oh.
Well, come on, we can kill that one.
Oh, I have no doubt we can take it. It just doesn't seem like a smart idea to go riding a, for lack of a better term, ant surfboard.
Genius to me, in a stupid sort of way.
Well, thanks. I think
So dumb they'll never expect it.
I think. Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if anyone else just wants to walk down, let's go.
You guys
I
just
thought
walk it
chipping
down.
the holes out of it, right? For the adamantine.
Uh, yeah,
Look,
you
this
get
is an
another third of a
expedition.
pound.
We're on no time frame.
All right, so you guys start heading down the hole or the
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yeah, I'd like to slip back down and maybe take a pot shot at that ant before it knows I'm there, or
Okay.
if it knows I'm there.
So you slip back down.
I'd
It
actually like
doesn't-
to go. I'd actually like to go first, since I'd rather melee it, but I want to be able to strike right about the same time. So why don't you let
Okay.
me go first and see if I can
Well,
slip up behind it,
If Ayrton
pop it.
can surprise it, you'll have to make it.
True.
All right. So you guys head back in. It doesn't seem to notice either of you with your stealth rolls. And Aridin gets close to it, and you give a signal to, or whoever it is. Aridin, you go ahead and shoot your arrow, and Mage will be right there waiting.
All right.
To clean up.
I'm just going to be 60 feet back. It's dark in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my lamp.
Okay.
I'm going to hold it in my shield hand.
All right. I'm going for another serpent's venom arrow. Just trying to maximize damage as much as possible.
All right. Just make your attack roll.
And a 20
All right.
to hit.
That'll hit.
I believe it was 60 points of damage the last time, so.
All right. So yeah, you hit it. It quivers and drops.
All right, guys, let's head on in if you want to.
You lead the way. I'll follow. I don't want to ruin your plan here.
Absolutely.
All right. So you four, trailing Joe, head down, and you get to here, and you see that there's no longer eggs over here. But those two ants had moved over here now, and there's one more ant right here, just kind of scoping this area out.
And which way are the two ants next to the eggs facing?
They're facing towards the eggs.
Okay. I would like to go up on the lower side of the tunnel and take a shot at the one that's across the room behind them.
Okay.
And
Is there a here or is it dark, pitch dark?
It's dark in here.
will a 15 hit?
Let's see. Yeah, it'll hit.
Okay. I'm almost out of poison arrows, so that's not going to be a poison arrow shot. So that's 12, 16, 30, plus 10 is 40, plus 4 is 44.
All right, it drops. You can tag it right in the back of its center body, and it quivers and drops. This ant right here walks over to it, inspects it, and then walks back over here. Guess it didn't notice the arrow sticking out of it.
I'm gonna drink a potion of healing.
That's a good idea.
I only took 5 damage, but it's 5 health. It could save my life.
It could.
That is very true.
All right, so you guys are right here. You killed that ant. Another one comes in, grabs an egg, goes out. This time, this one right here grabs an egg, goes out. So there's only one left in here now.
Somebody else want to jump in and poke at it? Because, I don't want to be like stealing everybody's thunder here.
Hell no, steal away.
You are the
Yeah.
most. Yeah.
I mean, I'm here for you if you get attacked.
There you go.
But I
Well,
mean,
thank you.
I don't want to start a fight unless we have to.
Oh, that is an 11 to hit.
That's going to miss. So it notices the arrow go past it, and it hits a wall. It walks over there, looks, and its antennas start moving a little faster. And it walks back over by the eggs.
Aja will shoot it from behind.
You gonna shoot him while he's over here?
Yeah.
All right. Then roll attack.
14 to hit.
That will miss.
Shit.
So another one hits the wall right next to it.
I got a 9 to hit.
All right, you missed too.
Same with
So
I am holding a lamp.
this thing, its antennas are going faster, and another 2 ants enter. One ant stands there, and one stands there. And as you're doing that, a warrior ant walks in over here and stands right there.
Oh, that's not good.
Luckily, he doesn't notice you guys. So
I need to look at something in the monster manual. Specifically, phase spider poison. Just so you know, I'm not.
okay, that's all right. It's not on the 5e. They're not in the 5e anyways.
Base spiders?
Okay.
No, the ants.
Oh,
Okie dokie. It's 48.
so once I stop hearing the dying ants, I'm gonna tie my lamp off to my belt and
Okay.
kind of just put my hand on my sword.
putting my crossbow and going toward them.
Alright. Well, if they don't know we're there, then I guess I'll take a shot at the warrior ant
Okay.
using a phase spider poisoned arrow. And yeah, 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that'll be 60 points of damage.
It drops.
Actually, yeah, it'll be more than 60, but okay.
All right, so this drops. Once that happens, one of the worker ants, this one right here, scurries over right there and
Excuse me.
starts looking at it, and then it just stays there. And these two, this one moves closer to the egg pile right here, and their antennas are moving. They know something's up, but they don't seem to know where you guys are, so they can't pinpoint you guys.
I'll shoot the one inspecting the warrior.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Not 2d8. Only 1d8 this time. And that's going to be 10 damage.
All right. So it reaches out, tags it. It starts moving erratically around, and then it heads back through this tunnel right here and disappears. And these two right here are just standing there, not moving.
I'm just waiting for combat to start. I'm like getting all tense.
You know it's coming. You just don't know when.
All right. Well, guess I'll take another shot.
Okay.
And a 14 will probably not hit.
No, it won't hit.
All right.
Got close. You didn't hit it.
Close, but no cigar.
I'll take another shot.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
8 damage.
All right. Which one of these are you hitting?
The close one.
Okay.
That one.
All right. So it takes 10 points of damage. It starts moving erratically right here, and then it goes back to where it's at and sits. Seems to be more on an aggressive stance now. They don't see you still.
It's coming.
Yeah, and then the whole ant hill is going to come out. And if anybody's ever been to Texas, that's not a good thing.
Another ant comes over here, and the one worker ant that got tagged comes out here with another 2 ants right there.
Are they all workers?
Yeah, they're all workers.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are we in the tunnel?
You're right here, right in the entrance of the tunnel.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Joseph has moved up to you guys now, or
I'm still 60 feet back because I don't want
Okay.
my light to provoke the ants.
okay. Yeah, so you guys can see his light kind of coming out about right over here, but you know he's back there. You just
If
understand.
they're looking at me, I'll wave at them like, hey.
Well, all this sneaking around is all well and good. Eridan's going to go ahead and see if she can take out another ant. So she rolled a 13, but I'd like to use an inspiration to re-roll that. And she got a 23.
All right, so she will hit. Now there's one that you hit earlier, or was hit earlier, for 10 points right here. That's the one that went down the hole. And the one that got tagged earlier over here is right there.
I'm going for one that hasn't been hit yet.
Okay, so
make it as useful as possible.
And these two.
Probably the center one on the lower right side.
That one.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And if this is not a surprise, I rolled a 19, which for me is a crit. So just
okay. It's not a surprise, but it is a crit. No, unless that's the way it works. Yeah.
All right. So that's 40 something points of damage.
All right. So it drops.
All right. Probably going to regret this, but action surge and let's do it again.
Okay.
And that's a critical hit as well. I rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
All right. So which one of these you hit?
It'll be,
Fresh one?
yeah.
Okay. So he goes down.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and go after the single one left alive at the lower corner.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Did you say 24?
Yep, 24
Okay.
for 11 damage.
All right. He drops. All right. So these three get hit and drop. And these three over here are just kind of like, they're kind of like bouncing up and down. Not off the ground, but just like moving up and down, in an aggressive stance. But they're sitting right where the eggs are. So another ant comes in, grabs an egg, leaves, and maybe about 5 seconds later, another one comes in, grabs an egg, and leaves. So every 5
Guys?
seconds, they're starting to come in and grab eggs and leave.
I think if we go down the big tunnel, that might lead to the queen. Because it wouldn't make sense to take the eggs to the queen.
What?
So,
You want to roll a survival roll to see if you...
yeah, sure.
Just
I have
tell
a-
me to go. But
I have a +2, so, I mean, that's anything's possible. Let's see. I have a +4 to nature. Would that help?
That works too. Actually, probably
Okay.
works better.
what's going on down there?
I rolled a 17 on survival.
All right. What'd you get, Matt? Matt G.
I'm still typing in. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah. That's not right. So, Masia rolls pretty good. So, the way they're moving, normally ants, if they got eggs somewhere, they're going to move them out of danger as quick as possible. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to take them to the queen. They might just take them to another chamber and drop this tunnel or something. But that's what it kind of looks like what they're doing. And you know that if warrior ants are inside, they're going to be closer to the queen or to exits, which you guys are near an exit. So,
I'm gonna nudge Aridin and kind of tilt my head towards the large opening at the bottom.
okay.
All right, let's head that way.
All right. So you two come out here, and these three automatically move closer in a line right there, like that, blocking the eggs. Oh, and they just stand their ground right there.
They're moving out somewhere.
And
So
you guys move this way and over to this entrance here.
That was what I was thinking.
Okay.
so everyone just kind of leaves
Yep.
me behind. All right,
Well-
so I'm like kind of just see them drift into the darkness. I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
So you catch up.
I
I'll
kinda
slip
go
back and wave
slowly.
him towards us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right there, and I'll start kind of shuffling down.
All right. So you catch up to Aridin, and you both move this way. I'm taking it. Swordin is moving with them.
Yeah.
All right. So you four get back together right before you come around this corner. So you get to this corner, and the tunnel goes down pretty steeply. Some spots you kind of gotta slide down it, but it moves in kind of a spiral downwards as you guys are following it. And then it opens up to a pretty large room over here, like this. which a smaller exit is here, and uh, you see a larger exit right there next to where you guys are at. And in this room, you see 3 worker ants over here, and you see one ant come in here and deposit an egg. And there's a large pile of eggs right here. And one of them sees you, and it automatically moves over here to in front of the eggs. And the other 2 seen that one do that one. They do the same thing. They put themselves in the line, and whichever way you move, they kind of shuffle so that the main body of the eggs is blocked by them.
How big are these eggs?
They're probably about the size of your head.
Okay. Do I notice any adamantine-looking streaks in the shell or larva, or I don't know what a ant egg looks like. So
It basically looks like a tic tac, but really small and white. But it'd be about the size of your head and look like a white tic tac, which you can kind of you could. It's a little bit opaque, so you would kind of see the form of something in there, but not really. It'd be like a little balloon filled with glue, basically, kind of what it looks like.
Hmm.
Or actually, it looked like a kernel of rice after it's cooked, like white rice,
all right.
but about the size of your head.
So like a giant maggot.
Yeah, basically, that's what.
All right.
But the coloration is about as white as the white is right here. Now these 3 ants here, you can see right around their mouths, they have some of that veiny kind of look to them, like if they have held some of the adamantite stuff in their mouth, and they had you know, branched off and started uh, creeping into it, but it's only on its head. It doesn't see you don't see any splotches on their bodies. It's almost like if they had moved something that had been corrupted, and then dropped it and came back. You know what I mean? So, but the eggs themselves don't look like they have any corruption to them. Not that you can tell, anyways, from where you are.
All right. Well, I don't really feel the need to destroy
So
eggs. Does anybody else?
So does that mean we're moving towards the big opening?
Yeah, I don't know, because you guys are right here, basically.
I have a mild question.
Okay.
This is in character.
Okay.
Like, I'm no animal expert, but I know a formation when I see one, and I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that this is anything like normal ants. They'll do anything they can to protect their queen, right?
Yeah.
So if we go and fight their queen, aren't we just gonna get overrun by ants?
Yeah, but we're not here to look for the queen. We're looking for the shard, which is most likely with the queen.
You're not sure? But roll me a nature roll. Anybody?
I'll take my +1 and give it a whirl. I got
That'd be a
16.
13.
I got a 16.
I got a.
All right. So, 16s will work. 20 will help.
Damn.
16 work. For what you remember of being a kid, digging up ant holes, or even as an adult, you know that whenever the queens finally settle and they grow their baby egg making factory off their ass, it grows to be pretty big, uh, probably about 10 times the length of its actual body. So, yeah, they're going to protect the queen, but they're going to protect the queen's main body versus the baby making factory. You know what I mean? So, you have a 50-50 chance that the shard is actually within grass or near the actual main body or within the baby making factory. You're thinking, you know. And you're not really sure
So we might
because
have to stab her in the baby.
what you've seen of the eggs, you can't tell if they have any corruption in them because what they look like right now, they don't. And you see the worker ants themselves don't have any corruption except for around their mandibles. Whereas if they had grabbed something that was corrupted. Now, as far as the warrior, well, he didn't have any corruption around his mouth like the workers do, but he had corruption around his body, like as if it was applied to him in a way. You know what I mean? So, put it all together, kind of seems like maybe the queen has got a hold of it, or maybe it's something that is just in the area of the queen. You know what I mean? And if they go by it, they're corrupted somewhat by it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the baby factory itself is corrupted. You would think, because if it was corrupted, then all these eggs would have corruption on it. And from what you guys can tell from here, they still look pure. You know what I mean? And the worker ants themselves are pure, except for around their mouths, which that could be anything. You know, that could be them picking up something around the crystal itself and moving it. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking in that terms, you have a 50-50 chance that the corruption is not by the main body of the queen. So. And with the 16, you would have only got some of that information, but since you rolled that 20, it kind of helped you guys boost the information a little more.
Okay, so we might not have to go there. So it might be just laying around somewhere.
Yeah.
I can stealth along and see what I can find, but I'm pretty sure they're aware that we're here at this point.
Yeah, they're pretty damn aware you're here. At least some of the ones that are moving eggs. Yeah. And that warrior ant, it could have been here, and then they moved up here, because they do kind of move slow. So. And this is a tier 1 game.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this was a tier 3 game, then yeah, you guys would have been swarmed already. So, just saying.
Yeah, we have a distinct lack of fireballs.
Tier 3, I would have just fireballed the whole thing.
Yeah. So, Aridin, roll me another stealth roll.
That will be a 27.
All right. Everybody else needs to make stealth rolls too from this point on. Your stealth has worn out.
Uh-oh.
And if you roll crappy, I will give you an inspiration. Because I have 4.
You better
I
pray
did not roll crappy.
to Jesus. Oh, I
Chocolate
actually
Jesus.
got. Yeah, you better take a mouthful of chocolate Jesus.
That's right.
Because I got a 19. At disadvantage, I got a 19 and an 18.
Nice.
I got a 15.
All right, that'll work for now.
Did really good on my attack rolls, and apparently I'm not doing so well now.
That's okay.
Did you use the inspiration?
You're passing on that luck to the warriors who desperately need it.
There you go. I'm finding out how to be quiet and stuffing like little bits of cloth between your metal plates of your heavy armor that I'm making noise myself.
That sounds familiar, like leaves into somebody's armor and feathers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aridin, you round this corner and you see another long tunnel heading down. And it goes this way.
Is that a vertical drop or just
No, it's a gradual down, but it's
okay? Just making sure.
no, it's not a vertical. You find an ant here, just kind of sitting there like a worker ant, and it keeps going, and then you can see an opening open up right about here, and you can see a faint glow emanating from this room. But you can't see anything yet. You see a far wall over here that's kind of glowing. It's not glowing, but you can see with the ambient light that's in here. And the room is kind of shaped like that. Sort of.
All right.
I would say you're sitting like right here. That's what you can see so far.
So we just walked past the one worker ant without any problems, right?
Yeah, I didn't see you guys. So you guys are all sitting right here. Well, you guys are back here. Some Aridin's up here. I'm guessing you want to peek around the corner.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you peek around the corner, and this room opens up.
Holy
huge.
hell, that's a big room.
Yeah. You can see it continues this way, and you see a large white piece of like dough-looking body right here.
It's the ant vagina.
The vag. So you see up to about right here, like that. You can see the far back wall to about right there. And so you see these veins kind of running along it like that. And every once in a while, you can see a group of worker ants over here. And see that they're piling up eggs over here. And every once in a while, you're watching and a little ant egg pops out of its booty hole right there. And one of these ants will grab it, move it over to the pile. And then one of the other ants will grab one egg and move this way behind this fat body. And over here, you see a line of worker ants right here, like that.
That is a lot of worker ants.
Yeah. You watch.
What does he see
How
the
long do
shard?
you watch? How long do you watch?
I would a couple of minutes at least.
Okay, so every once in a while you see a warrior ant come up to about right here, and then turn around and go back. It does that every 20 seconds or so. Comes back, and then leaves. Back and forth, back and forth.
All right.
The glow that you're seeing is emanating from this direction. Like you can see it where it's coming out this way, and it's kind of filling the room over here. It's kind of like a silverish kind of this color, purple kind of sort of emanating this way.
And Let me look at my sheet for a second. Um, would I? I have a. Would I be able to make an Arcana check, a history check, or okay? A 21.
All right. So you definitely know that it's you're feeling the waves of the shard um, coming emanating from over this direction, and you can tell that the glow is from the shard because once you enter like the main, I guess, glow of the light, you could feel a little bit of the corruption.
All right.
Now, if you look, you also see that these worker ants over here have got some of the corruption over their bodies too, and so do these over here. And when the big ant comes, the warrior ant comes down, you can see that its mandibles are coated with the adamantine as it walks back.
Okay. Where am I at currently?
All right. So for you to be able to see all that, you'd have to be about right here.
Okay. And is there any other objects or piles of sand or egg husks or dead bodies piled up in this area that I might be able to hide behind?
All right. So as you're looking around, you see there's a pile of like rock right here. Uh, it just looks like it was rocks that they moved over to here in a kind of a big pile. It's about 5 feet tall and probably about 10, 12 feet round in diameter, kind of sort of.
Okay.
You see a couple sticking out here and there, but for most part, it's a pretty good circle.
Now, what I would like to do is attempt to get behind that and look back in the direction the glow is coming from.
All right. For that, I want you to roll me another stealth roll
Okay.
at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. First roll is a 31. Second roll is a 33, so 31.
Okay. So you just walk right over here and stand right there. No problem whatsoever. Okay. So you get over here. This room continues this way, like that. And of course it ends back here. There's an entrance like that. This body continues for another little bit, and then it starts tapering off about right there, like so, with the veins kind of like this. But as you're looking, the glow from the shard is emanating from right about right here, and the veins are more prominent right here. They start fading as they go that way. So you're pretty sure this shard is probably right in here somewhere.
All right.
And the queen bitch is sitting right here.
Well, let's see if Aridin does something stupid. Guess it seems like the perfect opportunity.
And you see the large worker ant is right, or the warrior ant is right here. And you see another warrior ant down here and right here. And there's more worker ants of course, piled around, kind of sort of where she's at, taking care of her and shit like that. She's pretty fucking huge too. Um, that's her mandibles.
That's thoroughly impressive. So Eridan's going to do something stupid.
Okay.
Man, this should be good.
Yeah, generally it usually is. Where's everybody else at before I go do something stupid?
All right. So, Joe, I'm gonna have you.
Really far away.
You're like nowhere near you, Dick.
Weren't we farther back?
Oh, you're not there. Okay. Okay. So,
Aaron never came back to tell us to move forward
oh, that's true. So you guys are back here.
because he wanted to go.
Yeah. So you're over here by yourself, Aaron. You're right there. And
Okay. Knowing that, I wouldn't be that stupid. Alright, I will slip back up the tunnel and let everybody know that there's a giant fucking ant with a big old cooter. Which, if you're not from the South, a cooter is a female vagina.
All right.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but I think most vaginas are female.
Well,
So-
no, I mean, nature does do some weird shit sometimes.
So once you're all together,
Please.
why don't you four roll me an insight roll?
Yay! I got 5.
Insight. Ooh, that's a -1. So let's see. Paste.
I got a natural 1.
I'm glad we're all about to make apparently a very terrible decision.
I rolled a 13. Well, I rolled a 14 -1. So.
What'd you get?
17 plus
Ooh.
23.
Nice. I'm so glad one of you guys rolled good because it was going to be bad. Okay. So, Masia. Lovely Masia. You're listening to Eridan relay all this information, and you're looking at the faces of your 3 companions, and they all have this stupid ass look on their face like, what are we going to do? Let's storm it. No, let's go stab one of the big ants. No, let's just go fight. You're just like, and you start thinking back when you were a kid, young lass. Like, I remember when Grandpa wanted to get rid of ants, and he would go to the shed where he kept the lantern oil because he didn't keep it in the house because he was afraid that it would catch fire and kill everybody at night because one of your cousins was very stupid and clumsy. And so he would go and he would get a pretty fat stick and dig into the hole, drop a bunch of lamp fluid in there, and then light it up. And then all the ants would just burn up or they'd run away. And then every once in a while you would see where Grandpa would dig deep enough to see the queen ant, and the queen ant would rip her ass off the big white pus sack that she had on her, and they would all gather around her and run away from everything. And they would crawl over her and everything, protecting her because she was the key to the whole nest. So I thought I'd give you that information.
Hey, dummies. Why are we going to attack these ants individually? Why don't we just light the queen on fire and let them burn themselves up trying to save her? You have lamp oil. We have a queen ant. Let's douse her in flames and let them kill themselves trying to put her out.
We have a woman that can hurl fire.
That too.
Well, the dumb thing Aridin was going to do was going to hurl fire. So
I mean, yeah, I guess if you need oil, I pull out my 3 flasks.
There we go.
How big are the flasks?
They're probably about half a gallon apiece.
Too big to tie to an arrow?
We 3 chucked the lamp oil way too big for an arrow. We 3 chucked the lamp oil at the queen. Aridin the bitch on fire, and we run away. I mean, we should be able to get there, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you walked over here, they didn't see Aridin, but at the same time, when you were up here, they didn't move from protecting the eggs. These 3. You would think that these right here would probably do the same thing here, and that the only ones that would probably come out to get you guys would probably be the warriors, because that's what their job is, and the rest of the worker ants would probably protect the queen herself. They would protect the baby making factory here too, but they're going to be more concentrated on her because she can make another one of these eventually. You know what I mean? But the thing is to
There we go.
get her away from there.
There we go. What we'll do is we'll intimidate the workers, kill the one warrior, douse the queen with lamp oil, and light the bitch on fire.
I mean,
About how close will we have to be to throw the lamp oil and hit her?
So I'm thinking lamp oil is about half a pound. That's about as much as
About 20.
a throwing axe. So you get right here, I'm guessing you could probably chuck a couple in this area. Probably it'll probably coat maybe like a 10-foot square. And if you light it on fire right here, more than likely it's gonna catch, and she's gonna start freaking. The warriors will probably start moving this way, and then these ants are gonna be worried about getting her out. And these ants have a 50-50 of moving towards her or moving towards the eggs. Because their main thing is save the hive or save the nest, which means save the queen and save eggs. Because the eggs will produce more workers and warriors, and the warriors' lives are basically to kill off anything that threatens her mainly. And that's the way ants work.
Anyway, that's what I would say. I would honestly say light the queen on fire and see if we can get the workers to try and light them out. But maybe throw 1 jug of lamp oil on the baby maker, and kind of spread those out, and maybe try and catch one on the queen itself.
I don't know that we want to intentionally harm the queen, because that's going to cause them to swarm us at this point.
Now, if there wasn't
It would
fire
still only
involved,
cause
she'd
the
probably,
warriors
yeah.
I think it caused the warriors to swarm us. The workers are still going to try and take care of the queen, possibly lighting themselves on fire, or the eggs, which, if they're afraid of the fire, they go after the eggs. There's quite a few eggs there.
Yeah, they're more. Just keep pumping out.
I'm just going to say, Aridin probably... Aridin probably told us the shards and the baby maker part, and if the queen's in danger and she detaches and runs away, all we need is the baby maker part. We don't need to kill the queen. If
Exactly.
she wants to run away and take her with her, we just need to grab the shard from the back end. We don't need the queen.
We don't need to kill the queen, but she's still in charge.
Attacking the queen will
partially partially adamantine ants, which I don't know if we really want to encourage that.
Yes, but
Sentient races are low enough on the food chain, as it is. I don't know if we want to add something else a step above us. Can you imagine one of those workers getting into a village? Or not one of the workers, one of the warriors getting of people? It'd be a slaughter.
Yes, but do you want to bring the whole colony down on us just because you attacked the queen?
Aridin,
Yes.
I'm just gonna go throw the oil on them now while they talk.
That sounds like a plan.
All right.
Fire it up! Fire it up!
All right. So, Aridin and Joe, you walk out, and you walk over here. They see you here. They get in their defensive postures, and two of them move this way. The worker ants, right there, and these five here get in a line, like they did up there. The warrior ant starts moving this way, and these ants start clustering around her. So go ahead and roll me a throw. I guess use your dex.
Oh, my dex is awful.
I'll give you advantage.
No, I don't need it. I got a 21.
All right, so you throw it. You throwing all three of them or just one of them?
I'll throw 2 just in case.
All right, so you throw one of them. It hits. It bursts right here. It coats the body like that on the first one. The second one hits about right here. And it coats the body like that. And this stuff is like dripping down that way and this way, kind of, sort of. But for the most part, it's sitting right on top of her, like that. All right. She's coated.
I'll just go stand beside Aridin and I say, do however you light the flames.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's hurl some flames.
I didn't expect you to be some sort of wizard, but that's cool.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I'll have to tell you the story of how I got this sometime. Let's see. +7 to hit. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Forgot I had been copy and pasting stuff to a friend of mine. 1R1 D20 +7. That is a 24 to hit.
All right. So you throw your flame out, and it impacts right here, right where you want the money shot. So it blows up, and these two catch flame, and she has to roll a con save, which she fails both saves for the two flames. And so these small spots turn into bigger ones as the body here starts being engulfed in flames. And for whatever reason,
and you took 9 points of fire damage.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, this fat bulbous body is really flammable. Maybe it's because the shard is part of it now, and it starts just flaming up. So these ants right here start fucking going crazy, and they all move towards her. All these ants here. These ants right here start picking up eggs, and they beat feet behind that way, and they start heading out the door over here. The queen ant, she's got to make... Actually, she doesn't have an intelligence. She's got wisdom now. At first, she hangs on for a little bit. Um, she's thinking that it'll just go away. And a couple of the worker ants come over here and start like actually ripping into the body that is on flames, but they start catching flame, and eventually they die. So, two warrior ants head your guys' way, snapping jaws and all that shit. They have about a 30 movement, so they have 3, 6. And you guys are
I'm pretty
about
sure by
right.
this time we're rejoining the group.
Yeah, so you four are here. I'm just going to say you four are right there. It's going to be 2 rounds before one of these get to you. The other ones, which are way over here, it'll take them about 4 rounds to reach you. And all right, so at this point, you'll get arrow shots at this warrior ant as it moves up. The queen finally is like, fuck it, and she starts ripping this shit off of her, and she starts moving this way with all these ants around her. Ants start pouring out of here, but they don't attack you. They start heading towards the queen. Some of them add a couple more to the line here, as like a wall, kind of, sort of. But for most part, this thing just starts flaming up, and the room is starting to fill with smoke and shit. And you can hear the screams of the queen as she is sounding pissed and insanely fucking in pain, as she's still ripping her shit off of her ass there. And you can see some of the worker ants are over there actually like biting into this part right here to get her free. So first rounds of attacking the warrior ant, this one right here. Or if you want to attack the ones back there, roll me initiative.
Alrighty.
Did
Yeah, we've already got
Where do
it. Roll again.
Well, that's crap.
All right, so one of the warrior ants got a 3 on initiative. One got an 18, and one got a 13. This one right here got the 18, this one got the 13, and this one got 3. I'm going to drop back here real quick so I can see what you guys got.
3, 13, and 18?
Yeah, 3, 13, and 18.
Oh, were we not rolling initiative again?
Yeah, you guys roll initiative, but the 3 warrior ants have the 3 separate initiatives.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's great initiative. 4.
Longamania.
Quick question, Alex.
All right, leave me alone. I'm 12. Leave me alone.
What's up?
The more I use the hurl flame, does that actually, other than doing damage to me, does it do anything like deepen the bond with the Afridi, or is it just purely something I got?
It's just something you got from the pact.
Okay, because I've been kind of half-ass scared to use it.
I mean, it does
I
do
thought it
damage
hurt
to
you.
you.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't want to be like, you know, every time I use this, he gains an extra year running around in my body.
No.
Alex wouldn't do that to you.
So,
Well, that's funny, because I'd probably do that to Alec.
I don't.
I would enjoy it. I would use it all the time, in fact.
All right.
What's your new
so-
initiative?
Oh shit! Thought we were just using the other ones. Thank God,
Yeah.
because I rolled slightly better.
The way I thought it.
You rolled slightly. You picked up all the extra that I dropped off.
Thank God.
Oh shit! Wow, that's a big difference.
I'm not going last. Yay.
Yeah. Brendan and I both
I'm
rolled the
still
same.
young.
Thank you, sir.
I know. I actually did a double take to make sure that I had actually rolled it right. Like, what the? No, I did roll that. So good.
So big, but we don't need it. All right. So, Major, I'm gonna make you purple. And it's gonna be red. Sordin, you'll be blue. Aridin, you'll be green. And Joe, you'll be the other blue.
Damn.
What were you hoping for? Orange?
No, let's go with pink. Let's go. We'll be pink.
You go with
I'm the
pink.
team player.
All right. So,
I'm the cushion color. I got you, fam. I gotta go through the pink to get to you. That sounds wrong. I'm gonna stick with it.
all right. So you four are here, and of course, red blobs are the big red blobs are what they are. So you have 2 rounds of arrow shots before they get into melee range. They are still moving towards you guys.
So I'll go ahead and hit the closest one. I got a 26 to hit
That'll hit.
with Ghetto Crit. 13 damage.
All right.
The initiative order is kind of wonky, but
Hell yes. All right. So you tagged him for 13 points of damage. And he is going to. This one right here is actually. Well, doesn't matter. Fuck it. All right. So this guy moves his 30 feet. All right. I fucked it up. No, fuck that shit. All right. He was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There. All right. So ant number. Yeah, this guy gets to move. 3, 4, 6. All right. Sorting.
all right. So those ants are not there anymore. Oh yeah. I play a 1E game, and my character's name in that game is Shorten. Oh, so confused.
All right. Matt Sorden.
I moved Runner sword out.
Move what?
Move, go 1 square over and 1 square up.
This way?
Um,
Or this way?
no.
Up?
Go 1 more to position, for that is B.
Right here.
Go 2 squares to the right and 1 square up.
All right. You just said up and this way. And I was like, fuck, what is he talking about? All right. I got you. And you're going to hold action for now, I guess? Unless you got range weapons?
I do. Not any good at it.
It's up to you. You sit.
So I'm just going to take defensive action.
All right. Aridin.
Yeah, Aridin is not going to stay where she's at. She's going to move back there behind that pile of rocks. Bonus action to dash. Because, we can do that sort of thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot at... Yeah, that's not...
Okay.
number 2.
Okay.
So, since he's not taken done anything yet, I got advantage. The first one I rolled was an 11. The second one is a 15, if that hits.
That is going to miss.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. Joe.
I'm not close enough, so I'm going to move 30 feet ahead.
You're right. You will impact this line of ants here. They will
Oh,
attack you if you go by.
Oh, okay. I thought they were running away.
Those ones did, but those ones right here, they showed up. They came out and they lined up here.
Okay.
They're actually supposed to be red. I just color I had on there at the time.
Okay. Then I'll just take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. Number 3. We'll move. Or this fucker here in the back. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right over there. Works for me. All right, Major, your turn.
All right. Hit him with a shoot with an arrow again.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 16, 22 to hit
22 to hit.
for 6 damage.
All right. Tag him for another 6. He's still moving forward.
She's going to stay right where she is.
Yeah. All right. So this guy, he's going to move another 30 forward. 3. There. And this guy right here is going to move another 30 forward. Right there. All right. Swordin. Same action?
Yeah.
All right, Airden.
Aridin takes a shot and misses.
Okay.
Best she got was an 11, so.
Yeah, that's not a hit. Joe. Same?
Move 10 feet forward, and I'll take a dodge action.
All right. Put your bow right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And this ant here. He's going to move forward here. All right. So big bitch finally detaches, and she starts moving that way with her fat booty. All right. Top of the round. Major.
I cannot lie.
All right. She's going to the same one she's been tagging.
All right.
And she rolls 14 to hit.
14 will miss.
All right.
All right. So
That's her.
he's going to move. 2, 3, 4, 6. And he is in melee range of Joe. So Joe, he is going to try and bite you. Which he's going to miss. All right. This guy here. 3, 4, 6. He moves. And then it is Swordin's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move down beside Joe and attack the ant.
All right. What'd you roll?
Like I said, my turn is slow.
Oh, okay.
25 to hit.
That will hit.
He has to make a strength.
Okay. He rolled a dirty 20.
15, so he easily. I was doing a trip attack, but he's still
Okay.
slashing.
Okay. So how much damage?
20 points of slashing
20 points of slashing.
from a magical weapon.
All right. He's looking pretty bad, but he's still pretty beefy. All right. Aridin.
All right. And Eridan's going to take a shot at number 3. And using the
Sharpshooter?
phase
Oh, okay.
spider arrow.
Okay.
And yeah, just always, Eridan's never going to take a shot that is not sharpshooter if she can help it.
Okay.
That's why she misses a lot.
Hey, gotta take a chance.
All right.
Con save for the poison?
Let me look at it real quick. I believe it is a DC 11 con save.
Okay, so he makes that.
All right. Well, if he makes it, he takes half damage from the poison.
Okay.
All right. So, and so, what if I get my brain to work? That'd be great.
That helps.
Yeah. Alright, so he's going to take 21 points of piercing damage. Yeah, 48. And he'll take half of 13 poison damage.
I was gonna say 6. All right, so he takes 27 total. All right, you tag him good. Blam! It's right in his fucking face, right between the damn eyes. All right.
That's my turn.
All right, Joe.
Is it looking weak?
Yeah, he's looking. Well, you guys did pretty good amount of damage to him, but he's still there for the fight. He's gonna be ferocious until he dies.
All right,
looks pretty
then I'm just gonna use the 8 action against him to give my ally an advantage on their next attack, and I'm just gonna clang my shield into its face and make loud noises. Say, "Hey, over here!" And just kind of distract it and piss it off.
Cool. All right, so this one here. Yeah, he's gonna move 30 feet forward. All right, Major.
Sweet. She's going to put away her bow, draw her swords, and go into melee with number 2.
Sweet. She ain't fucking around. All right, make your attacks.
Thank you so much for taking the 8 action and giving me advantage because I won for 16 to hit.
Go to miss.
Well,
All right,
it's better than a 1.
Then offhand, better than a 1. And then offhand attack is going to be a 9 to hit.
That's gonna miss also.
You know,
Son of a bitch.
some heroes aren't level 5.
Yeah, so you stab him
Yeah.
with one, and it just kind of scrapes off his carapace, and you do the other same thing, and it just kind of scrapes off his carapace. Almost fine purchase on the first one, but just a little bit short. All right. So,
They're a lot bigger when you're this close.
yeah. So he's going to attack, let's see. He's going to attack Major. And he rolls a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to miss.
And if I was a middle, I could have just given him disadvantage.
All right. So,
Hey, I'm willing to switch if you want to switch.
Yeah.
All right, so that's its turn. Um, so the one right here is gonna move up. 3. It's gonna move right there, and then it'll be Sorden's turn.
Okay. Is it possible, Joe, to switch spots?
That's fine. If you guys want to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll consume a reaction for that. Okay.
All right, so you guys move around her quick, and you're now in the middle.
And I'm gonna try and smack him with my sword, and I got double 11s. I rolled 11 on attack and 11 on damage.
All right, so it's going to miss.
Uh,
All right, Aridin, unless you have something else you want to do.
Aridin's going to go after number 3 again,
Okay.
just because, reasons. All right, that's a critical. I rolled a 19.
So it's double damage. Well, it's max damage twice.
Max damage twice.
Yeah.
All right. So I really need to jot this down. So 16 plus 4 is 20, plus 10 is 30. So 30 points of damage.
All right, so you, Sorden, you just miss with yours, get behind your shield, and then this fucking arrow just whips past your face and smacks right between the damn eyes of this thing, and it just drops, just automatically, just like that, right in the ground.
he didn't attack that one. He attacked the other one.
Yeah,
that one?
I attacked
He
number
attacked
3.
number 3.
Oh, my bad. How much was damage was it again?
30 points of damage.
40.
Okay, same thing. Goes, pew, flies past that one, flies past these soldiers or these guys here, hits this one, and it just drops on the ground. Blam. Toast. Just like that.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
All right, Joe, your turn. Unless Aridin's got something else that she can hurl.
Yeah, Aridin's going to bonus action second wind.
Okay.
So just to get me some hit points back, because I don't like being damaged.
Okay. By this time, this thing is totally enveloped, and I need you guys to make me a con save. Real quick.
Well, I'm going to use inspiration on that.
I will give anybody inspiration that needs it. I still have 4.
Do you want to give me? I only have 1, so you want to give me one of yours?
Sure.
Because my first one was a 1, and my second roll is going to be a total of 19. So that was close. Or sorry, modified 20.
All right. I get 7 hit points back, and
Everything's on fire.
We're all gonna die. Sorry.
What is my modifier for that? Hey, I'm actually proficient. That'll work. So, 21 on my con save.
Okay.
Magia.
I'm slaying dragons. Your ass has got to work tomorrow, and I don't want you falling asleep behind the wheel and dying.
All right.
So tell your friends that I love them.
Magia got a 16.
All right. All right. So you guys are all good. All right. All right. So you guys are good. Smoke was gonna choke you a little bit, but it done. All right. So, whose turn was it again?
Well, Aridin just went, so
All right. So Joe, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt. I'm going to make a shove attempt.
Okay.
Try to give everyone else advantage, at least in melee with this thing. So he has to beat an athletics check versus 21.
Yeah, he doesn't make it. So you shove him to the ground.
Yeah, I just hit some of his legs and make him buckle.
Yeah. You buckle him on this side, he falls on his right side. And he's on the ground.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. So this ant. Oh, that ant is dead. Oh.
And the whole place is on fire.
This guy's dead. All right. So it's
Just
back
like
up to
that, we all
Major.
die.
All right, Major, your turn.
All right, melee attack, prone ant. So
Take your advantage, my dude.
24 on
That'll
the first
Hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then offhand is going to be 25 for 4 plus 7, 11.
Okay. All right. He's almost dead, but not quite.
Almost,
feel
we're
too
getting in
bad.
there.
All right. He's close to being dead. He's all beat the hell up. All right. So for his turn he stands up. For this turn he moves another 30 feet forward. Not quite there, but almost. All right.
Is number two
Sorting.
make an attack?
He's not. He's gonna. He uses his fucking shit to get up. He's all beat the hell up. He's scared of Joe and his shield.
Shield Master Life.
That's right.
Just wait until I get Shield Master.
Yeah.
In trouble. The shovening will
Oh,
begin.
I missed again. I got a 12.
All right. So you
At
miss.
advantage? Oh no, never mind.
He's not prone anymore.
Ooh.
All right. So it's Eridan's turn.
All right. Yep. Eridan is going to miss with a 9.
Okay. So Queen is out of the area, and these guys right here are gone with whatever eggs they're gone with, and these bee feet also. And this one stops. Its antennas move rapidly, and it turns around and it starts moving this way at a dash. This one continues the fight. So, Eridan, you missed, right?
Yep.
All right, so Joe, back up to you.
I'm going to attack.
All
For a
right.
change. But I'm going to miss horribly with a 7.
All right. You do miss. All right. So, Major.
Deja?
You're muted, my friend.
Throw
Damn it. Sorry. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Damn.
10 damage.
All right. It drops. It's done. All right. The other one is gone. There's no ants left
And
in
then,
here.
So Mage's going
Did we ever discuss how we were
to
gonna
start
put
going
the
after
fire out?
Okay. Brandon, what'd you say?
Mage's going to start moving towards where all the ants went to, holding her weapons at the ready.
Okay. All right. So you move this way. Yeah, all these ants, they're not here anymore. This one right here, he's scuttling as fast as his body will let him, and he disappears in that tunnel. There's corpses of dead ants over here that look like they've been fucking charred, and this thing is still on flames. But as you get closer over here, you do see the shard right inside where her ass was attached.
I am gonna follow behind her.
Aridin
Yeah.
will too.
Okay. So you're all over here discussing how you're going to get this thing out.
So is the inside on fire, or is it just the outside on fire?
The outside is on fire. So
All right.
there is
Aridin will just
flames.
go in and
I
grab
say
it.
one of us just.
Okay. So
I was-
Aridin, you go in to grab it, and you're going to take some fire damage, but I know you're resistant.
I'm actually not.
Okay. Okay, well, you take 10 fire damage as you reach in, and it's burning you in your face and all that shit. But you grab a hold of it, and I
and
need you
I'm
to
going to
make.
pull out my water skin.
All right, you grab a hold of it, and I need you to make a con save.
All right.
Don't turn into a giant.
Dirty 20.
All right, so you resist it, but you grab it, and you see it just looks like a chunk of adamantite, but in a crystal form. You grab it, and you see your hands start getting corrupted with adamantite, and it kind of goes down past your wrist a little bit, and then it stops. But you're holding on to it, and you pull it out, and Sorden's right there with a water skin, and you dump it in there. All right, so you guys got it. So I'm guessing.
So how much
everybody
fire
else-
damage did I
The
take?
water skin was dump on her.
Oh, okay.
Her.
So you're still holding on to the shard?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're holding on to the shard. You
The
took fire.
plan was to. I was going to say the plan is covers. So when they go in there, they'd be wet when they interact with the fire.
Oh, okay. That didn't work. He moved too fast. All right, so you're holding on to the shard,
Yeah.
and you're fighting it, but it's slowly creeping down your arm, and your hand. You can still move it, but it's slowly becoming adamantite as it's creeping down your arm.
All right.
If it can fit through the opening, he can chuck it in the empty water skin.
What do you want to do, Aridin?
Well, the empty water skin's a much better idea than I had, so let's just run with that.
Okay. So somebody's got to cut it open.
I'll do
And-
it.
All right. So you cut it
I
open.
can run it.
You stuff it in there. You let it go, and all right. So you got the shard. Everybody make a con save for me again.
Let's
All right.
fuck out of here because I rolled a 12 and I'm probably coughing.
You are coughing, and you take 10 points of
17.
Oh.
You take 10 points of suffocation damage to your lungs. Maja, you take 4 points. Let's see. Matt G, you're going to take 4 if you take half damage.
I don't.
Why would I take half?
You got to roll a con save.
Why? I rolled 21.
Okay, well, the roll was for half damage.
Oh,
Still
okay.
choking. And
How much fire damage did I take earlier? Because I didn't jot that down. 10? All right. Thank you.
All right. And other Matt, what'd you roll?
24.
24.
Okay, so you take half, which is 3 choke damage. All right, so you guys all take a little inhalation damage, and you guys start beating feet. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So a little whiles later, you run up.
Yep.
Finally, once you get to about right here, the air gets better, and you see these ants are gone, and all the eggs are gone. And these ants are gone also. And you guys get back outside. And by that time, you guys are clear of the smoke because it hasn't hit all the way out yet. It's starting to billow out of the cave. So, when you get outside, the fucking airship is about 50 feet in the air, hovering over the entrance. You start seeing the smoke come out. So it drops down and lowers the net. And I'm not going to have you guys roll for that shit. So you guys climb up, get on top, got the shard, and you guys shoot for home. So another day, you get back to Lumina. You guys are able to heal on the way out there. And you got the shard. So once you get back to Lumina,
I just want to say, so Airden is a fleshy scaled, multicolored woman with an adamantine hand.
yes. But
Does the hand still function?
it still functions. But for all intents and purposes, when you punch with that hand, it's going to deal light hammer damage.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
As if you punch in with, like, if you're hitting somebody with a light hammer.
So you basically have an arm strike.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it does 1d4. Yeah. But that hand is flame resistant. Like, completely.
Does it also count as adamantium in terms of bypassing damage reduction?
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll be fucking RoboCop by the fucking time you finish this character.
The gargoyle is like, do you know the password? Gets punched in the face.
You'll be something by the end of this.
All right. So also with that, if you do punch somebody with that, you have a percentile of knocking them out if they're low on HP. And I'm going to give you a 30% chance, which roll lower than 30, and you actually knock their ass out. Because your hand is so heavy now and is dense, it's like punching somebody with a sap. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And you said that's 1d4?
Yeah, it's 1d4.
All right. And what would be unarmed? Is that strength?
Yeah, it'd be your strength.
Ah, sweet. 1d4 plus 2.
All right. With a chance to knock out.
How much can we melt down from the adamantine we've gathered from all the ants?
Okay. So, out of everything that you collected, you're able to melt down and get back about 2.5 pounds worth of usable adamantine.
I'm just gonna show sword and all that we've collected. I'm like, it's gotta be worth something, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth something.
Yeah.
So I say we go ahead.
To make about 6 pounds of it.
Yeah, I say we melt it down and we go halves on it.
So, so you guys get back to Lumina, and you take the shard, I'm guessing, to the Mages Guild.
Oh yeah.
And you drop it off, and Adrian thanks you, or whatever he does.
Airden's probably gonna get some probing questions.
Yeah. So after the probing questions and whatever, you head back to the guild and come in. You guys are all fucked up looking. You're in perfect health except for the hand, but other than that, you guys look all tore up and bit and shit. And Pink is like, "Good job. I didn't think you're coming back on that one, but all right." He says, "Great job, everybody. Everybody gets 2 XP and 2 inspiration."
See, good thing I used up that inspiration.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. And with that, we end the adamantine chaos shard retrieval from the Ant King or Queen, whatever. Doesn't matter.
So,
right.
quick question: if I cast Hurl Flames with my adamantine hand, it takes a
Yeah.
quarter damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna have like 50
Yeah.
pages for this
Quarter of
character.
the damage.
Yep.
Now you can get it removed by having remove curse, or
Oh
you can
God,
keep
no!
it. So
Now the food being set will be removed by reverse.
all right. So with that, thank everybody for coming. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Stop the broadcast. Peace.